the GOP panel, you know what I'm saying, initially in itself, reached out to Komoromo on me requesting documents and testimony regarding the situation and the circumstance and the policies that contributed to the death of over 15,000 nursing home residents. 15,000 nursing home residents. I'll read it again. 15,000 nursing home residents, see, during his tenure. And he shouldn't have had no fucking tenure because he was a criminal and we all knew it for years. You know more than a freaking crook from the old book. And he should have been long time ousted from the governor's seat. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kathy Hoxel, not case ass. You know what I'm saying? Her blood sucking ass. She better go worship Baphomet over there in that church in Mexico somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But we see House panel initial, they want requesting documents. You know what I'm saying? In the circumstance that contributed to over 15,000 nursing home residents during his tenure. However, as the former crooked ass governor failed to provide any request material, the subcommittee issues a new letter setting an October 17 deadline for compliance. Oh, he about to falsify documents. He about to burn them. He about to burn them. He about to burn all his emails. Probably gonna call Hillary Clinton in so she could acid wash them and show them how to do it right. You know what I'm saying? And all that good old shit because they know full well that COVID was a complete fucking lie. It was a lie. All this was meant to do was distract, confuse, and kill. That's it. And put something in their asses that they can't get out. Believe that. And they still believe, there's a lot of people still running around believe that there's a deadly virus out there. Oh, yeah, they still do. That's how dumb they really are. And we're not going to go down the road because we're not a babysitter. You know what I'm saying? By now, you should have known what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. Because we see here where, in this matter, the Republicans, the representative Nicole, uh, 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 I think it's Maya Toski or whatever, a member of the House Select Subcommittee on the COVID virus pandemic, expressed concerns. She expressed concern over Comoros, yeah. She expressed concerns over Comoros, yeah. You know, in this matter, she expressed. Hold on one second, people. Now this is driving me on my mind here. Now, come on now, it's getting to get a little out of control here. So hold on one second. Let me straighten this out. Let me straighten this out. You know what I'm saying? Let me straighten this out. Let's see this. Let me straighten this out. Yeah, annoying. I gotta get me one to do it. But we see here where sorry about that people. But we see here where, see she has requested, see these documents, saying of the select committee on the COVID pandemic to express concerns over Komoromo Rasia failure to follow CDC and the CMC recommendations. You know what I'm saying? Malak, lo, what, lo, Takis or whatever, along with other lawmakers, believe that accountability and answers are crucial 4 individuals in her district who lost loved ones. The goal of the investigation is not only to understand what happened, but to also improve preparedness for future pandemics. Yeah, imagine that. You know what I mean? You mean prepare for future uh, 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 Fauci-nemics, more like Fauci-nemics, more like pandemic, Funk Fauci, the killing weasel demics, and Bill Go Gates and every single Luciferian motherfucker that follow you, including Soros and Billy the fucking Go Gates, and it's a Spark agency and all types of motherfuckers involved in this corrupt shit is what you should be prepared for. Don't give me a piece of shit. And we see where the DOJ appeal sentence of Proud Boy members. Yeah, imagine that. You're locking them up for virtually nothing, probably. You know what I'm saying? We see the creep Joe Biden giving a message to America, worried about violence and admit Israel Hamas war. We see you. We don't see your dumb ass. We see your dumb ass going over there. We need to quail this shit all together and bring some kind of ceasefire and peace agreement in the region. Instead, you over here talking stupid shit about a motherfucking attack. What kind of president is this motherfucker that you all elected into government is the question. Because we don't see anything that making any kind of sense in this matter. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to this clown. You know what I mean? When it comes to this stuff, oh, I'm gonna solve this problem in a minute because this problem has been on my fucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? But we see here where we see a lot of this going on. You know what I'm saying? We even see where in this other matter here we see Trump, the bombshell try testifies of Weissenberg. Let's see what else we got going on with these clowns as we move downtown. You know what I'm saying? We see legal experts warn Trump lawyers could face disbarment and possible be jail over court stunts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you did with 9/11, like you did with Richard Nixon and Antifa 40 years ago with AIDS and all types of diseases that you have been putting on the people since you came in contact with black people as in general. You know what I'm saying? And many other rules are very piece of garbage shit. Yeah, them are fees. You know what I'm saying? But we see Trump trial bombshell witness testifies Alan Weisenberg told him, you know, saying Trump org executive former president wanted his network to go up. Uh, how many of y'all done did some shit like that? Pre-Joe Biden network went highly up after selling America out to every foreign evil motherfucker to cover his crooked ass and cause all kind of chaos in the land and let the people be vaccinated by every fuck five to the kid Weasel and Billy the Gold Gates making the stuff and calling himself paying for it and all this and that and this and the third and acting as if like he did some heroic shit because his dumbass all he did was depopulated many people 50,000 and probably in New York alone, and probably that's not even the total number. You know what I'm saying? But blue states deliver crippling blow to green energy development, jeopardizing Joe Biden's climate goals. He ain't got no climate goals. You mean Joe Biden with the geometric storm makers and the ones who is causing a lot of this havoc across the world. We see India's government. Hold on, so that's a little. Now we see India government is getting more uncomfortable buying Russian oil with Chinese uh, yen, whatever, the Chinese yen, putting payments in limbo. Yeah, imagine that. We see Trump spends final message before Judge Gagg's order ruling, before the jackass judge who should be gagging on you know what. rule instead of fucking with Trump, you clown ass motherfucker. Who the fuck gonna respect a judge that's up there faking the funk and accusing a man of something that don't make no fucking sense? You know what I'm saying? All the charges that you brought, even with Jack Smith, is garbage. Because in the 14th Amendment, he is the chief and the commander, and the chief and the commander only. You know what I'm saying? Creep Joe Biden didn't have no right to take documents out of the White House, not in Bush really. You know what I'm saying? Because Bush took documents and put them in the Chinese bowling alley or probably restaurant, and then went out front and got a quarter pork fried rice, you know, see, egg roll, and probably a six pack of beer. You know what I'm saying? The jackass motherfucker, and called himself a president. He should have been impeached and kicked out as well. And these demon Democrats get into our government and come under many disguises. They jump from Republican to demon to Democrats, and then do garbage on the Republican side, like the 20 Republicans who voted against Jim Jordan and Lee Zeldin, and put in Akeem, another demon Democrat speaker, in the motherfucking house. Don't that tell you something, people? You got to do better than this and get up in there and start digging in the House of Congress and digging these bitches out. Because Akeem Jeffrey, or whatever his name is, should not be the House Speaker. He's a criminal and a crook. Period. But if you trust him, you keep on. We see the vaccine shredding controversy. What scientists really say. I don't trust the scientists and what they say any fucking way. They're liars. Many of them are liars, crooks, and schemers. And they're on the take just like the deep state. You know what I'm saying? They're probably working right with them. You know what I'm saying? He's always one. We see this one is coming off the Shin or whatever, independent, yeah, Shin. Imagine that. The recent study from the University of Colorado has made waves across the internet, causing quite a stir. Some social media users have gone as far as claiming that the study shows vaccinated individuals is sh- uh, shedding harmful or shedding harmful vaccine antibodies, putting unvaccinated individuals at risk. I believe that. I believe that because I'm gonna tell you why I believe that. Because when you go into a store, and I want you to pay close attention to this, when you go into a store, you can tell the people who have been vaccinated bias to people who have not. The reason why we say this and know that it's harming them is because they stink. When you go by them, they leave a smell in the air that stinks to high fucking heaven. To literally, it would burn your nose, not only burn your nose, but cause you to not even be able to fucking breathe sometimes if you stay smelling. It's an awful smell. You know what I'm saying? It smells just like baby feces or something, or burnt bodies or something inside their body. And this is what they did. This is Luciferian Baphometical work. You know what I'm saying? And when I told you, all y'all did was let the media censor me, took down my shit, and do the same thing that this man is doing to Donald Trump, and try to gag order me based on a lying piece of shit. Let's just be honest here. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at this, it is full of shit. It is full of shit. You are spreading something through these other people's body. You know what I'm saying? And it stink. Whatever you put into them is causing them to smell. And it doesn't smell good at all. I can imagine women's vagina when they open their legs. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody wants to smell that stinky shit. Sorry to say it that way, but it's the vaccine in which you took that is causing that. You know what I'm saying? This constant stinking ass smell. You know what I'm saying? But we see Megan Kelly throws down with Candace Owens in brutal battle over college student protesting the Israel. whatever. Who the fuck listens to Candace Owens jackass 80 fucking year? But let's see what he's talking about. We see Phyllis uh, Nito, whatever his name, and 2 days ago off the immediate, see, you would Candace Owens be torn in fucking club nut head ass. You know what I'm saying? But we see Megan Kelly in the Daily Wire commentator Candace Owens, found themselves in a social media battle about whether to cancel college students who have shown support for Hamas while demonstrating against Israel. The argument started over the post that Kelly made on X in response to GOP potential candidate uh, yeah, like what Reek or whatever his name, Ramasin, whatever the fuck he named, I don't give a fuck. Argued that the college students who participate, I think he was running for president. His name is Vivek Ramas Wami or whatever his name is, some fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? That need to get the fuck out of our country to ask me. You know what I'm saying? He another crook from the motherfucker where we came from. Argued that college students who participated in the recent protests against Israel over the war that began with Hamas terrorist attack. I wonder if it was Hamas terrorist attack or the CIA, the FBI, or whoever's working for the deep state, excuse me, on the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? Demon mockery. Let's get it straight. You know what I'm saying? Demon mockery. Talking about democracy. They're not talking about your dumb ass, regular, common people. They're talking about the demon Democrats. That's why it's called democracy. Should not be blacklisted from future employment, something that has become a real possibility in the past weeks. Kelly discussed, Kelly disagreed with Ramsey, saying that the campaign, saying that the companies should not hire possible who would support Hamas killers. Kelly, shut the fuck up. They shouldn't hire Jewish people if that's the case, then, or nobody from Israel if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? The amount of people that you have killed across this here fucking land, you got nerve to talk this shit? Oh yeah, I ain't got time for your jokes. You're joking. You're fucking joking. We see Jack Smith forced the great Donald Trump into making difficult decisions. Jack Smith ain't forced Trump into making no difficult decision. Jack Smith brought his lying ass, criminal ass bullshit they got fucking game plan, on this man that doesn't make no sense because why is he in court? You know what I'm saying? All the things that you say he did not do. You said he obstructed the stuff, but how can he just first of all, the crime was committed against Donald Trump in everything that Jack the Not God Smith is talking about. You did not stop the election and check the ballots when the president who was trying to get his reelection on, and was the president still. You didn't stop to check the ballots. You didn't stop to do an autopsy on the bodies of COVID people to see what really killed them. You know what I'm saying? Citing it under a pandemic, thinking that you would keep the people away from that by saying that. But it wouldn't have kept me away. Because I would have, if I was a doctor, I would find out what really killed those people. You know what I'm saying? And what chemicals is in their system at the time of death. And what may have caused the death by even vaccination. You know what I'm saying? And we see here that Donald Trump, in the making of difficult decisions, Donald Trump needs to calm down, think straight, and take his time and bring forth strategy. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one, we see Attorney General Lisa the Not a Nut Gut James, against warns against anti-Semitism and Islamophobic and a hate and hate in New York. Hey the fuck who talking? Are you serious? Anti-Semitism and phobic after what happened to black people in America and all over, even in Africa and South Africa and everywhere else, even in Ethiopia with the Arabians shooting them as they're trying to seek for refugee. I don't see you sending no motherfucking aircraft carrier to help the Ethiopians and the refugees get out of the way of the fighting. Or the criminal act that you Arab ass motherfuckers come down into Ethiopia and with your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And the teacher James got a nerve to talk about Islamophobia. They the first one to enslave black people, you stupid ass. They were ones that pushed a lot of that shit, stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? And still enslaving black people in Africa right now. Why don't you use your attorney general skills to free your own people? You fucking LGBT, you fucking two clown. Nobody want to hear that stupid shit. Suffolk County police seeking man who swiped $1,200 in gift cards from Quorum Starbucks. Who gives a flame, folks? They could afford it. Is insured, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Biden them don't swipe a whole bunch of money out of our country by blowing the debt ceiling wide the fuck open. You never gave us reparations and you're still talking shit at social service and we still ain't got no fuck. If you want to pay reparations, start with real estate, motherfucker. Please. Start with motherfucking real estate and help these people and these black people living on Long Island, the most expensive place in the motherfucking world, to purchase their own homes. And make sure that you monitor even not to make sure that the houses are bought and the loans are paid, but you up there buying Mexicans and every foreigner that come to this country, they could buy new homes, they could get loans from the bank, they could get loans, they could get credit cards, they could get millions of fat ass thick ass knot of dollars in their pocket this thick, you know what I'm saying, because they all piled up in a house and they all paying one rent, but yet still you charging black people 2,400, 2,900. You know what I'm saying, 2000, 2009, 2050, you know what I'm saying, and all kinds of bullshit. But yet still when y'all asses get your ass on the hot seat, the first fucking thing come out your garbage ass piece of mouth is talking about some motherfucking reparations. You're full of shit. You owe the whole of the United States American people reparations for sure. But you damn sure owe the black people their land back and support in economic status. Start with those two and we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say give them a whole bunch of millions of dollars so they can go out and do criminal shit. It must be monitored in all ways. So that means you have to break it down for each black person whose parents have been, and my parents have been in that situation, and pay them a very little at a time. So let's say you give them $800 or $500 every month plus the land and the real estate for free. Start with that because you have you have robbed and stealed the minds of the children into a demon democratical Baphomet Luciferian signing contracts, sucking the dick of Baphomet balls, bitches ass fucking clowns. And that's all you have done. You know what I'm saying? Get out of my fucking face. But yet still you got new nerve to talk about Donald Trump. Imagine that. Y'all still talking shit, ain't you? We see that the Trump tide is turning. Top three takeaways of October 16th. You know what I'm saying? You see, Trump tide is turning October 16th, 2023. You know what I'm saying? We have seen the tide turn as the lifelong saltwater bug who regularly watches the very moment of the tide, often these days with the glass of wine and in hand with many with in hand with my wife Ashley on the weekend. They rippling the distance. What the fuck is he talking about, dude? I think a time with a piece of stupid ass shit you putting up here, bro. You know what I'm saying? People, instead of fuck off the internet, if you're not gonna come in with some motherfucking sense, nobody got time for no long-winded motherfucking tire-turn bitch. You know what I'm saying? You should be standing up for a candidate that can hold America down, not some shit that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I don't see any other candidate better for the job than Donald J. Trump. Period. House Speaker Lee Zeldin or Jim Jordan, not Jeffries. Get his punk ass up out of there. He's a clown. He's a crook, just like Greasy Head Cue Ball, Greasy Head Adams that were put in there by the Jews. You know what I'm saying? Federal demands thousands of dollars back from many New York State residents. Yeah, thousands of dollars back for what? Y'all robbing them blind in the first fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my piece. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump ready to turn over evidence against ex-British spy to approve claim he hung with Russian prostitutes enjoying explicit acts. What I had to do, look, we want to see that. The cookie days. Dozens of migrants busted off to Staten Island after closing conventional shelter. Well, they're going to bust them all around. Probably billions of them by the time everything is done. You know what I'm saying? In movies. One, we see Aaron Rodgers delivering a blunt 11 world message to Dr. Andy for the party, the Nutcase Weasel. In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? We see that going on. You know what I'm saying? But we see here, this is coming in by Alik Aaron, 7 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time. You know, coming off the Atman Sports. But we see Dr. Creepy Ass Smoke Patchy, the blood dripping weasel, blood sucking vampire son of a bitch, pedophilia, probably fucking faggot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? You know, reputation is world renowned, whether he likes him or not. But due to the political nature that is COVID-19 pandemic and the vaccination, the opinion of the crooked ass wannabe chief medical advisor, creepy ass advisor to creepy ass pedophilia president on mixed bags last week while appearing on the Pat McAfee show. Rather challenge Fauci crazy ass and Travis Kelce, whatever his name is, to a debate. He offered he offered to team up with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who has openly exposed vaccines in the past. And he needs to do so. He needs to do so. He needs to get on his head. He needs to get on his head. All on his head. You know what I'm saying? We see one coming in here talking about keep her legs closed. Republicans made one of them said the part quiet part out loud. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nobody got time for that jokey shit. You know what I'm saying? You see Demon Democratic Hakeem Jeffries win more votes in first round of House Speaker ballots than Republican Jim Jordan. Who the fuck would vote for this? Look at this retarded motherfucker. You gonna vote for this retarded son of a bitch over Jim Jordan, a fight? Oh, I know something is definitely wrong because the people aren't voting. If the people have anything to do with it, the votes ain't going right. So we know that it's inside voting, just like inside trading. You know what I'm saying? If you just that dumb to put that motherfucker in office, you know what I'm saying? Put that motherfucker in office, you got to be out your goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. You got to be completely out your fucking mind. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to be out your mind. You know what I'm saying? So this is Point Black saying, stay right, stay tight. We gonna stay in the motherfucking fight all night because we ain't got time to play with these bitches in any shape or form. And we know that's right. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Akeem Jeffers and the bullshit that's going on, you need to make sure that you do not, you know what I'm saying, you, that you do not vote Akeem Jeffers in this position of House Speaker. He's not the right person for the job. The two main choices coming from point blank is either Lee Zeldin or to be Ron Paul and also Jim Jordan. If you want an honest opinion as to, you know what I'm saying, so getting something done in the House Speaker spot, those three are your best choices. You know what I'm saying? We see National Alert, Arkansas orders Chinese state-owned companies to relinquish land holdings. That's right. That's right. You get on them, girl. You get on them. You get on them and tell them release that land that they're holding on to. You know what I'm saying? Before I go, let's just look at this one. You know what I'm saying? National Alert, Arkansas orders Chinese state-owned companies to relinquish land holdings. In a ground-breaking move, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders has announced that a Chinese state-owned company, uh, Syngenta, is acquiring to divert, divot its land in the state. The company, in which owns 160 acres of northeast Arkansas, primarily for seed research, has been deemed a threat to the national security as it is listed amongst the Chinese military company by the Department of Defense. You know what I'm saying? The CCP. You see how creep Joe Biden them let them come in this country and do anything they want to do and buy up all the land and shit like that. This action by the Arkansas government is the first of its kind in the nation, reflecting growing concern about foreign entities' influence and access to American agricultural resource. That is right, girl. Get them off the beat. Get on them. Get this going. Governor Sanders explained in the decision in press conference, asserting that Arkansas would no longer tolerate a presence of entities tied to adver- uh, 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 adversarial foreign government. She cited that the Chinese Communist Party state goal of undermining the United States and the danger posed to regimes like Iran, Russia, and China. You get them, girl. Get on their neck. Get on their neck. So this is Boy Black saying, stay right, stay tight, stay in the fight, or we're gonna keep on fighting because we're gonna fight from day to motherfucking night. And we will give up until we win when we see the breaking of the daylight. So this is Point Black saying, farewell. One, we will meet again.